Hey gang, what's up? Connor here. Today I'm going to teach you how to use GIMP, which is a software for manipulating photos and pictures. If you're interested in graphic design or any type of art design on the computer, GIMP is an awesome resource. It's free and it's a very powerful software. So today we are going to focus on creating a collage using GIMP. I'm going to put the download link for GIMP in the description so you can just download it from there. And let's get started. So the first thing we want to do after we download GIMP is go to File, go to New, and open a new file. It should be blank like this. When you open the new file, it's going to ask for the width and the height. You can look up the dimensions on Google depending on where you want to post it. So if you want to post it on Instagram, you can look up the dimensions for the image size. And then you would just put it here. 1920 by 1080 is pretty standard, so you could go by that as well if you want to. It's a little bit bigger, but it's pretty standard still. So for now, let's think of a theme that we can make a collage on. Let's do sunsets, okay? So, to remind everyone who's watching what a collage is a amalgamation. That's a $100 word. It's a combination between a bunch of different photos that are connected by something, and the way the photos are fused together is through cropping and pasting over each other and creating some connection between them all. So let's do sunsets. So let's go here, go to sunsets, okay. Go to sunsets, go to images. Let's just do 6 for now. Okay, cool. So we have our sunset images. Now we're going to go to open. So you're going to go to file, then you're going to go to open after you've created a new. And you're going to look. So when you download the files, you should look where you downloaded them. So let me look. This is where the downloads are. This is where the file is. And now I can open the folder, and this will tell me where the files are. So it's under Users, Friday Summers, Downloads. So that's where I have to go. Users, Friday Summers, Downloads. Okay, now I know where I have to go. So let's see where we are. Users, Friday Summers, Downloads. And you know, you can obviously go more in depth with how you change the photos, how you edit the photos. If you're interested in learning how to edit the photos more using this software, you can play around with these tools. But for now, we're just going to focus on cropping. So to crop something, we're going to go up here to the select tool. If you hover it, it should say rectangle select tool. I don't really mind that it's a rectangle. We're going to Control X. Actually, yes. Okay, so we got it. So you can tell that okay. So now we have this, and we can Control C, and now we have a little sun here. So let's do that to all of the suns. Right now I'm doing the free select tool, which means that you don't have to do it inside a certain image. And the reason I'm doing that is because I just wanted to capture the circle of the sun. And it's not going to be a perfect circle, but, you know, it's my circle. Okay, so we're going to Control X. Now it's gone. Goodbye. We're going to post that here. And if you put them over each other, they'll just they won't show. They won't both show if you put them over each other, unless you anchor this. So let's do this. And I'm just doing this quickly, so I don't have the time to really give it the tender love and care it deserves, but when you're making it, you will have the time. And the idea is kind of like you're coloring in, um, it's kind of like you're coloring in the picture with a bunch of different pictures. So you're using pictures to color in the blank spaces of your collage. And when you're doing this, you know, you can be thinking of a bunch of different things. You can be thinking of, sometimes we talk about, you know, symmetry, and we talk about what makes something aesthetic, if you remember what that word means. So when we take a collage, we got to be thinking about what's our aesthetic. What are we trying to accomplish with it, right? What type of mood are we trying to set? So when you click scale layer, you're going to be focusing on the layer that you just copied and pasted. So I'm going to scale this all the way down. Whoops, way too small. Let's take this and let's try to make this the background. So we're going to try and use this to fill in the rest of the white spaces, okay? So we're going to take this photo, we're going to take this. So when you copy and paste it, it becomes what's called a layer. And the layers, you can imagine that the layers are like cropped out pictures. So this is a cropped out picture. And now we have to tell the program what we want to do with this cropped out picture. Okay? So if we go to our layer tab, which is on the right hand side, you'll see two different things. You'll see background, which is what the actual picture will look like, and you'll see the floating selection layer. So the floating selection layer is the picture that you just copied and pasted. So we can do a bunch of things with this. We can make this see-through so that you can see the picture through, you could see the background through the picture. And the way you do that is you take opacity. Opacity is how well you can see through it, and you're going to bring it down. The lower it goes, the easier it is to see, but the harder it is to see the original picture. So that's one thing that you can do. Another thing you can do is you're going to right-click on that, and it'll tell you everything that you can do. So you can scale the layer, so you can make it bigger, right? Let's make it a little bigger. Okay, so now it's bigger, right? You can anchor the layer. If you anchor the layer, that will make all of the changes that you've done to this picture be permanent on the background and on the main picture. So let's do that so you can see it. So now all of the pictures are one, but I don't really like how this looks. So what I'm going to press is Control Z, and this goes back to a floating layer. Now we can move it around again. Now we can move it around again. Okay, so let's go back a bit. And you can always go back by pressing Control Z. So here's what I want to do. I want to scale this a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go to Scale Layer. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I just want it big enough so that it covers the top of the photo. So we're going to keep doing this. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, great. It covers the top. And now we're gonna anchor it so that it stays. Okay, cool. Now it's anchored. And let's take these trees because they look cool. Let's make this selection smaller, actually. Nope. Okie dokie. Now we got it. Okay, awesome. And we got this. Paste. Oh, why can't we see this picture? It's because the layer is below what is visible. So we are going to backspace. Q. So let's make this a little see-through too. And then let's scale it so that we can make it a little bigger. It's too big now. Let's go back down. Let's go to 900. Perfect. Okay. So, like I said, you will have more time to create your collages, so hopefully they won't just be as slapped together as this one was. But just to give you an idea of what you can do, you can copy and paste, you could cut out in specific shapes, you can change how big the layers are, you can change whether or not the layers are see-through. You can also give priority to the layers, and you can see that in the right-hand side. You can show or not show. So this is not showing anything in the background. This is showing everything in the background. And you could just play around. You can edit the layer attributes, so you can change and play around with how things look. But the biggest thing that you want to learn from this and take away is learn the Layers tab. That's going to help you a lot. Okay, thanks guys, and good luck editing. Good luck on GIMP.